Here's another one for you, folks. It's one we cover regularly on this channel. It's all about the trans and the trans lobbyists and activists and whatever else. You know I've got no problem with trans, gay, lesbian, anything, no problem whatsoever. But these that shout the loudest and these that try to impress their will upon others, I've got a problem with them. I don't like that at all. I really don't. Reading something today and it shocked even me. Have a listen to this. Bins will have to go on for this because there's a few bits. This is from a lady, a lesbian, who's created her own dating app, and it's a dating app for lesbians only. I'll explain more in a moment. Just read you a couple of snippets out of it. The first dating app for lesbians is set to launch using sex recognition technology to exclude trans women and ensure only biological females can get through the app and get on the dating site. It uses different ways of doing it. If I put a photograph in there, they can't use the photograph. You've got to see moving features, and they check nose size, eyebrows, this, that, and the other, and they know from it whether it's a male dressed up as a female or a female to start with. And it's 99% accurate, they say, because they're saying there's many of these lesbian apps out there, lesbian dating sites, and many guys that identifying as women are coming on there, and it's alright for some lesbians, that the ones that are happy with that, but many lesbians only want to be with women, and they don't like that. That's the trans people, that is. A couple more pieces here. The current crop of dating apps, she says, are increasingly being used by males who identify as female and who say they too are lesbian. You can't be a lesbian if you're a male to start with, can you? Can you? I don't know. She says lesbians need an app which they can use without being messaged by trans identifying males. She says the app, which is called La App, that's what it's called, has also been developed in response to many lesbians finding that they were being banned from existing apps if they dared to specify they wanted to date only females born as females. So if you go on any sites and say, I only want to meet females who were born as females, you get thrown off the site, even though it's females wanting to date females. That obviously must show that you've got something against trans people, which for me it doesn't. It just says, I don't want to meet a bloke who's become a woman. I want to meet a woman who was always a woman. What's wrong with that? This lady says, who's developed it, she's I think 39, I think she is anyway. 32-year-old Mrs. Watson, Ms. Watson. Anytime I've joined a lesbian dating app or any dating app myself, I've got banned. I've got banned for either saying, I don't want to meet trans people, I just want to meet women. They banned me straight away. She said, I once said I believe that most of what J.K. Rowling's saying is spot on. I got banned straight away. And I'm thinking to myself, what's wrong with that? If a man wants to meet a man born as a man, what's the problem? If a woman wants to meet as a woman, born as a woman, what's the problem? If a woman or a man wants to meet a trans man or woman, what's the problem? And vice versa. Everyone to their own. But if you've got a lesbian dating site for lesbians, and many on it, well, the bulk of the people on it only want to meet women meeting women, what's wrong with having one site just for that, and another site where lesbians can meet trans? But the trans people are kicking off, and as I say, they're getting people banned because folk are saying, I'm a lesbian, I want to meet a woman who was born a woman. Nothing wrong in that at all. Crazy. The world's going mad. It's always the trans folk that win these debates and wins the argument all the way through. If it's not engineered to suit the trans lobbyists, then you get thrown out. You're always in the wrong. If it's anything against them, you're always in the wrong. They shout loudest at the moment, unfortunately. Some people need to start shouting back, I think, like Ms. Wilson there.